Hello, welcome to the session on Design of Machine Elements 1. In this session, we will see the non-ferrous metals and non-metals. Let us see the non-ferrous metal first. Metals containing elements other than iron as their chief constituent are referred to as non-ferrous metals. We have this aluminium here. This is a white metal produced from alumina. In the pure state, this is weak and soft, but if we add some amount of copper, manganese, silicon and magnesium, it becomes hard and strong. This is having a high corrosion resistance property and low weight, and it is non-toxic. Then we have this duralumin here. Copper 4% and manganese it is 0.5%, and also we have 0.5% of magnesium and then aluminium. It is widely used in automobile and aircraft components. Then we have this Y alloy. Here the copper content it is 4%, 1.5% of manganese and 2% of nickel, 6% of silicon. Then we have magnesium and aluminium. It gives large strength at high temperatures, and it is used for aircraft engine parts such as cylinder heads and piston. Then we have this magnesium. Here 2 to 10% of magnesium, 1.75% of copper, and this possesses light weight and good strength. And this is used in aircraft and automobile components. Then we have these copper alloys. These are the most widely used non-ferrous metals in industry. These are soft, malleable and ductile, and this is a good conductor of heat and electricity. The two classifications of copper alloy, we have this brass and bronze. The brass is a copper zinc alloy, and here the zinc is up to 50%. But from this graph, this is the ductility along the y-axis, and on the x-axis we are having the percentage of the zinc present in this metal. As the percentage increases, the ductility increases, but after adding this 37%, the ductility is actually decreasing, and this possesses good machining quality if we add lead in this, and if we add tin, it imparts strength. And it is highly corrosion resistant, easily machinable, and therefore it is used as good bearing material. Then we have this bronze. It is a copper tin alloy, and tin is 5 to 25%, and it improves the hardness but also causes the brittleness. And if we want, we can add this deoxidizer such as zinc in this, and gunmetal is one such alloy where 2% of zinc is added as deoxidizing agent, and typical compositions are 88% of copper, 10% of zinc, 10% of tin and 2% of zinc. And this is suitable for working in cold state. Now we have this non-metals. Non-metallic materials are also used in engineering application because of its low cost, flexibility and resistant to heat and electricity. The important non-metals are timber, leather, rubber and plastic. Now timber, this has a low cost. It's a bad conductor of heat and electricity. It has got good elastic and frictional properties, and it is widely used in foundry patterns and as water lubricated bearings. Then the leather is widely used in engineering because it has good flexibility and wear resistance. It is widely used for making belt drives, washers, etc. Then rubber has high bulk modulus and is used for drive elements, sealing, vibration, isolation, etc. Now we have this plastic. These are the synthetic materials and can be molded into desired shapes under pressure with or without the application of heat. These are widely used in industrial application since it possesses good corrosion resistance, dimensional stability, and relatively low cost. The two main types of plastic are, we are having this thermosetting plastic and thermoplastic. The thermosetting plastics are formed under heat and pressure, and this plastic cannot be deformed or remolded again under heat and pressure. Phenol formaldehyde, that is commonly known as bakelite, epoxy resins and phenolic resins are examples of thermosetting plastic. Then thermoplastic, it does not become hard with the application of heat and pressure, and there is no chemical changes taking place inside this. This can be remelted and remolded by application of heat and pressure. The examples are cellulose nitrate, then polythene and polyvinyl chloride, commonly known as PVC. These are the examples. So in this section we have seen these non-ferrous metals and non-metals. Thank you.